Hello, fans of music. I'm gonna go over a Loudwire article today. I'll have it linked in the description if you guys want to either follow along or just kind of, read the article for yourself. It is the 30 best rock and metal songs for the year 2023. Figured, it's the end of the year, and I may as well sort of do kind of a, not necessarily a tier list, but just kind of go down this list and see if I kind of agree with the author of this article, or if I don't, if I have a different opinion than they do to these songs. So we'll go ahead. The first one on the list, I don't know if this goes from 30, or like from worst to best, or best to least best, or if they're just in no order at all. But the first song on the list is from what I would consider to be a legend in the shock rock world, and that is Alice Cooper's I'm Alice. I've never really I haven't listened to it yet, but, Alice Cooper is obviously a legend, as I just mentioned, in, the music industry. He's been around for the better part of 50 years, I think. So, any song that I feel like he puts out is going to be an absolute banger of a song. Because he's sort of timeless. I feel like his music he's one of those artists that just kind of like transcends time, and his music always has a part of everyone, or is a part. Everybody can kind of relate to his music, I feel. And then the second entry, number 2, is one that I never thought to see on this list, and that is Avatar's Violence No Matter What, featuring Lizzie Hale. Now, this whole album that they released is just absolutely amazing, and if you have not heard of Avatar yet, then I would highly recommend checking them out if you're into like hard metal stuff. Avatar is just really, really amazing. The lead singer's voice is just very distinct. You know it from a mile away. And they just have a very good stage presence, I feel. So Violence No Matter What, I can definitely agree that, the song be on the list. Another one is, if you haven't been, paying attention to the music rock scene at all, Blink-182 came out with a brand new album called One More Time, and that song, the title song of that album, made it on this list. And I can understand why, because Blink-182 is one of those bands from the 90s that is still very prevalent and talked about and listened to today. So when they dropped their new album, everybody was, in it, listening to it, replaying it, and I don't, there is a good reason why it's on the list. Another one, I'm not reading all these songs off, just the ones from, that I've listened to, or songs that have, from bands that I grew up listening to. So that's partly why I'm listing the article in the description, because the songs that I've listened to might be different from the songs that you've listened to or know. So another one on here is Green Day's The American Dream Is Killing Me off their album Saviors. I'm glad that Green Day is still making music. I don't know how everyone now feels about them, but they're pretty good. They're another one of those timeless bands from the 90s. Another one that I did grow up listening to is the Meteora album from Linkin Park. And they recently released a 20-year anniversary album for Meteora. And it has demos on it and stuff, like original recordings for songs. And it's just remastered songs that were on the album. And the song Lost is one of those songs that was supposedly lost or like never put on the album because of songs that were considered better, I guess. But it's still a very good song. It's still, very good to hear a new song featuring the great Chester Bennington. And I feel like that, along with it's another band that I feel like people kind of really flocked around in like the late 90s, early 2000s, like Blink-182. I know I did anyways. So Mike Shinoda proudly described Lost as finding your favorite photo you've forgotten you're taken. And I kind of agree with that. It's like this memory that you have of a time that you felt different than you do now. Better or worse. Hopefully better. But, So Metallica's 72 Seasons is also on here. I've heard not so good things about it, but I don't know. I feel like music is subjective. What I like, you might not like, so listen to it at your own risk. There's not really too many other bands. There's Sleep Token is on the list, Spirit Box with The Void, The Struts, Too Good at Raising Hell, Vinnie Vallo for Neon Noir. If you don't know who Vinnie Vallo is, he was the frontman of I want to say somewhere in Scandinavia, I think Denmark, his Infernal Majesty, I think, just abbreviated to him, and then he kind of went off and did his own thing, and I guess one of his new songs is on this list, but I have definitely listened to Vinnie Vallo. Apparently he's on this list twice for Neon Noir. Yeah, a chronological look at the very best albums in heavy to come out in 2023. So this is, I don't know what this is. Again, the whole article will be linked in the description below, so you guys can read it for yourselves if you want to. Judas Priest for So Unknown, Drain, Living Proof, Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden is on here. Another Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. There's another Foo Fighters song, Jelly Roll is on here, Queens of the Stone Age. There's a lot of repeat albums on here, but it's fine for a band to create multiple bangers in one album. So that's just the list that is going to be linked again down in the description for anybody who wants to read it and look over it and sort of adjust their lists or add to their lists of favorite songs for this year. Just kind of wanted to come on here and make probably one final video for the year. I'll see you guys in the next new year.